Hello, welcome. So this is one of those videos where we're going to start off with absolutely nothing, almost just an idea. And we're going to walk through building a dashboard. You're going to see everything that I do, all of the decisions that I make, the sort of resources I make and resources I get, see and look through. And basically, we're going to build this Memento Mori, the death dashboard, as I call it. Recently, I found out that there's someone who keeps motivation at the forefront of their activities by seeing literally how many days left they have to live. And I thought, oh, this would be a cool Google Sheet. I thought, dashboard. And I created this data first, and I've been sitting here for a couple weeks with it and been like, this really needs to look better. So we're going to make it look better in this video. We're going to walk through everything. I have literally prepared nothing, so get ready and walk through this. We'll go through what it is, what the data is, and what we need to display. And then we're going to go search for other Memento Mori sort of iconography, and we're going to see where this might take us. You might think original, without me saying anything, if I told you, like, we're going to create a dashboard for death, you're going to think black. And we might end up there. We might end up with a dark mode kind of dashboard or a darkish, grayish tints. But let's see, maybe this becomes a lightweight and light, because this is really meant for motivation. This is not meant in any really bad way. This is actually meant to motivate you through each day and each week and say, I can literally see my date of death here. But let me walk through the data first, then we will get through going through creating this kind of dashboard. And we'll see, you'll see also share, I will share, and you'll see my sort of theories along this path. And if you diverge or disagree with me in any way, or you see some other inspiration, or you have some other sort of trinkets, maybe you're into some kind of skeleton looking things or something, you can make those decisions along the way that make a difference in the end result. And we'll see the end result at the end. I literally don't know what the end is. I have no other tab here. There's this just sheet one. I just started this with some data. So we don't know where we're going to get to yet. All right, let's get into the data. All right, I put my birth date here, May 21st, 1984. I got the life expectancy in years based on literally just Googling for it. But here's the thing. This life expectancy, 71.2, was based in 1984, I think. I think I found this piece of information, life expectancy, from 1984. So if I was born in 1984, this is what my life expectancy would have been. But over the last, maybe over 39 years, we have seen many updates in health and medical. So this life expectancy actually will probably increase and probably should be more. I know, and also based on, this is just me filling in this number. If you have some conditions or some genetic things that are maybe increase your life expectancy, like my grandfather lived past 80 and my dad is probably going to probably live past 80. They have their health problems, but between 70, they're probably not on death's door at the age of 70 yet. Could be. Tragedy strikes everywhere. So what I did is I just took this life expectancy. Again, we can change this at all. You can change this for what you determine your life expectancy to be, but I just put in 71.2 because it was the life expectancy when I was born, for someone born in 1984. All right, I just times 52 to get the number of weeks. This is 71.2 years is 3,702 weeks. I think if you do 80 and we do equals 80 times 52, we get something, around 4,000. There's a popular book right now called like 4,000 Weeks, and it's your entire duration of your life is around 4,000 weeks. So I was actually surprised when I knew that, and then I saw 3,700 weeks. I was like, oh, that's not a lot. Then what I did is I just took the date of birth. I made sure that this date is actually formatted correctly for Google Sheets so that this is an actual number. So we can actually see, this is a weird tangent, but there are these numbers, these dates. Let's format it as plain text, is 30,823. This is the number of days since January 1st, 1900, I think. This is the way that Google Sheets bases dates. So you can do math. And so what I did, I just took the number of weeks, I multiplied it by 7. I know this is probably a very it's a very rudimentary way to do this. You could probably figure out leap years and stuff in some other way. But I just took this number of weeks times 7, to the number of days, then added it to this underlying number, which is this May 21st, 1984, and I found the date of my death, May 5th, 2055, which completely randomly is quite an interesting number because it's 5555. Very interesting number, and I am keeping it there. Again, there are many ways we can change this. We can change this life expectancy to be 80 or 81, depending on modern science, if the life expectancy is greater. But I just thought, wow, this date is such a perfectly created date. 5555. 2055, May 5th, 2055. The 5th month of the year, the 5th day of the 5th month of the 55th year of the millennium or something. And then I have today. So I'm just using equals today. This is the standard little formula that just updates every day. Today's May 15th, 2023. So tomorrow this will be May 16th, 2023. And quite literally, I'm just taking D2, which is the date of death, and minusing it from today. Again, these are underlined. There are numbers underneath here that Google Sheets can do this addition with. We now know we have 11,679 days left to live. This is very interesting, right? We can see actually how many days we've also lived. If we want days lived, which would be we're today minus the day we're born. So I've lived 14,238 days. We can change this number to a number, take out the decimals there, and say, oh, wow, I've lived 14,238 days. Is that right? 14,238 divided by 365. Oops. Is that really? Oops, we have an error because of this. 14,238. Yep, 39 years. Celebrating 39 years soon. So that's 39 years is 14,238 days, and days left less than that. I am over the hill. I am midlife. Exactly. So what do we want to do here? What is this Memento Mori? We want to see 11,679. We want to see this number tick down. We might not include the days lived. I'm going to delete that just so we don't. We can have it on the data sheet. But how should we show this? We can do Memento Mori and see there's this sort of style. Let's look at some images here. There's definitely a skull image. There is always this handwritten, right? There's a hourglass imagery here. And you know what? Funny enough, I do see a lot of shadows, a lot of black and white, but I also see a lot of brown. I see also this sort of silverish. There is a coin in the Stoics have, especially with Ryan Holiday and talking about Stoicism and Memento Mori is one of his sort of phrases that he uses. He has a coin. Now, a coin could be bronze, silver, gold. In this way, it always has a skull on it, and it has this words, Memento Mori. But it also has, a hourglass and some kind of fiery potion or something. Oh, yeah, this is the Daily Stoic Memento Mori medallion. Carry them in your pocket or reminds you. The phrase Memento Mori is literally, remember, you will die. You are man, right? You are a human, you are a person, and you will die. There will be an end to your life, right? Everybody dies. Yeah, so we got all this black imagery. We have a little bit of blue, this sort of darkish, blackish blue. We have very stark, but here this is really nice flowery ornamentation. Yeah, this is a movie. Again, has white text, dark background. Remember this darkness, right, exists, dark and light. But I'm wondering, is there something else here, or do we just go stark black? So let's look at this. Let's try stark black sheet. We have days left. Let's start there with this days left. We're just going to grab it from here. So we have days left. Days. Call it days. This is going to be a dashboard, so we don't need extra stuff. So we actually just want to create, delete. Nope, I don't want a one column thing. I pressed the wrong button. Let's go back to the sheet 2. I want to go tiny sheets, delete. Oh, this is always rough. Delete rows and columns outside data. So I just want a few things. Let's see what we got. So the first thing I want to do, let's just add another column to the right. It's easier to add these than go and delete each and everything else. So here we got days left. We're going to make this white, background black. And it's okay. It has the exact same problem as before. We have this sort of high contrast. I want to do something with these other colors. I like this grayness. I like this brown. This white is not white. So let's take a screenshot of just these bones and see if we can get some of these colors in HTML, colors from image. We're just going to upload this and get it. Okay, so we have this white is not white. It is very much a yellowish. That's cool. So let's try that with the text. We'll just add it here in our custom. And then we want this black is not, that's an interesting black. That is, maybe we can get a grayer one. Yeah, this one, 4-7. Let's add that to make it the background. Okay, cool. Let's not show grid lines. We can also get this this brown. Let's grab this brown. What we might do here, it almost looks brown, this background, right? Might do a border here. Let's try a border, really thick border, underline it, and then we're going to add a custom dark brown. Let's see what that we can't see it. There it is. All right. Interesting. We're going to do the same thing here. All right. So we have this sort of brownish background. This text is not going to work. Oh, that looks nice. I can make this huge. Yeah. We need to make this way bigger because this is a dashboard, right? We're going to be able to glance at this. We might even keep this as like a link on our desktop. We're going to want to come back to this time and time again. Let's do 50. Oof, that looks cool, but we could probably do better. Let's look at some different fonts. Let's look at more fonts and see. We have all these scripts, fonts. We always have handwriting. It always seems to be handwriting in the sort of Memento Mori world. And what might look more classical? This great vibes. Let's look at that. But I like this sort of script here too. Nothing too dainty, right? It needs to look like, ooh, this Mark script looks nice. And it's readable too. It's very easy to read. Some of these are very hard to read, right? This Parisian is very hard to read. We want to see this at a glance. This Italiano is hard to read. Pinion script, it's very skewed. We don't want something cute like this Reenie Beanie. Shadows into light too. I think this is a little too clumped together. We want something a little more. This Rancho definitely looks like the Old West, not like we're going to. Actually, a lot of people die in the Old West, right? Oh, this La Belle Aurore looks cool. All right, let's look at those. Let's see, what did we add? We added one that I like, this Caution script. Interesting, right? There was another one, Grand Vibes. The numbers look pretty cool, but I don't like that skew. I don't know why. And for numbers, what do we really want this script? Let's see. That's not so bad. Let's actually increase it even more. Like that. But it looks a little too Yeah, a little too dainty, right? Like too close to what was that? Comic Sans, right? That looks so close. We don't want that. Yeah, this looks a little too Baroque, I think. Is that the word? I don't know. We can find something better. This caution script, let's see. Is that it? What it's called? Caution? Caution? Oh, that's a pretty interesting word. Caution. Oh, wait, this is literally Kaushan. So how would you pronounce that? Caution? Caution? Sounds like caution. All right, I'm going to keep it just because of that wonderful play of words. And we have the shadow that is this brown, or not shadow, it's a grid line. But I don't like it just as that tiny little grid line. What I want to do is actually go up to extensions. I'm going to get an add-on. I'm going to get button styles. We're going to create a button really quickly. Button styles. There it is. Install. Yes, I want everyone to use this. You'll see what it does in a hot second. Okay, I think it's in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is take we need 3x3 grid. So we're going to do another one here. We need 3x3. Give us 3x3. There we go. We're going to go to extensions. Oh, it's not even here yet. Okay, we finally have it. We have button styles. But what we need is a 3x3 grid. So that's this right here. We're going to do extensions, button styles, show sidebar. I'm going to come over here. And in one click, we're going to be able to set a custom style. What it does is it creates a shadow underneath this button. So let's use this retro brown one. In one click. All right, there it goes. So what it did, it gives us this background, the different color, and let's add some more rows underneath. We're going to just color these differently, and we're going to definitely come back to this brown. This, I don't know what this is, but we want this dark brown. Oof. And do we want this brown? No, we want this sort of bone-ish, right? And maybe the bone color might be different. We can do that. Now we have, let's put that in the days left, 11,679. I know it's very subtle, this sort of brown background, this sort of button on the back, but I think it adds something really cool. And we can even copy this some other times if we want to make this bigger or smaller. Wow, this is looking pretty cool. So I'm thinking something else here as a spark of imagination here. We have these days left. We might want to put that word down here, days left. Put it in this shadow sort of box area. Whoops. Just make that a little bit bigger. Do you want this caution script? We want it to 20 and center it. Can even make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, that looks cool. So we have these 11,679 days left. What is that in weeks? Maybe we can create another thing here. We might want to see it in, I want to select everything and paste it here. Weeks left. We're just going to take this equals this divided by 7, right? 1,668 weeks left. Oof. This is going to really make you like, make these weeks count, right? Can keep this gap a little bit down. We have some other things. We have the date of death here. We can probably add that as well. Let's just do this all again. Day of death. And just do equals here. So we can always come back to this data later and change it. And then our dashboard is changed, right? Oh, it's 56,000. That's cool. We have to format this to a date. There we go. 5/5/5/2055. Cool. Let's change these gaps all to be the same size. And actually, I want to put this all in one viewport. So let's make this a little bit smaller. We're just changing these gaps so that it looks, there we go. But I want to do something else with this visualization. I want to see, okay, 1,668. what would that look like? Because there was this other imagery in our Memento Mori sort of research, those images we looked at. And it was this hourglass, right? And we also have days lived now, right? Days lived and days left. So could we show that in some sort of hourglass looking thing? Would we? Should we? Let's add some more rows down here and see what we can do. This is a total test. If you're watching this and thinking this is going to work right off the bat, it might not work. But I'm going to take this B through J, actually through I. Just these two, because I might do something different with this day of death. We might not have it 3 across. 3 seems pretty good, but I'm going to merge these cells. And then I'm actually going to add another 20 rows. Don't know if the math is going to work out here, but let's take, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it doesn't matter how many across. But we want to do this sort of weeks left. Let's do that. That looks like a lot. Let's merge all of that. Okay, so this is one block. I'm going to put into here equals REPT, repeat, text to repeat. I'm going to put in, it's just a square. This sort of brown squares, okay? And then number of repetitions is going to be weeks left. And let's see what that does. Let's see if we can, is that all of them? Okay, I want to expand this a little bit. Okay, that's still not enough. That's okay. We're okay. Still not enough. Okay, we need, how many across this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 30-ish across. So in order to get like 1,668 divided by 30 is going to be 500. What? Oh, we added an extra 6 there. Divided by 30, 55. Okay, so we need around 55 rows if we want to do it there. Oh, okay. Let's add 20 more rows. I think that's it. We can decrease the size of that. Okay, that's how many weeks, because we have this space up here, we know that's how many weeks we have left. Wow. That's it. Okay, let's do the same. I want to do 10 to 50. So let's just add 60. Make this sort of an hourglass, right? And I'm going to go right from there to here. This will be filled up more. We're going to merge all those cells. And now instead of rep to F5, which is weeks left, we're going to do back our sheet 1, days lived. So this is how many we've lived. Why is there an error? Oh, I have 2 equal signs. That's why. What? Oh, we need, oh, that's it? What? Is that it? No, there it goes. Okay, now we have, we can probably make this a little bit, this is probably going to be nicer to look at if it's less big. What is going on? This is not doing well. It's taking a lot of processing power. Oh my God. Yep. All right, this is not enough. Oh, because it's days. Sorry. We need to do this divided by 7. That's too many. Almost did that wrong. There we go. Now we have, that's however many we need. 10. There we go. That's it. And let's change this back to 10. And this is our hourglass, right? This is the weeks we have left. This is the weeks we have lived. And each week, one will drop here and one will go here. We can maybe do one here to say this is the week we're in. So we do F5 minus 1. This might be an interesting little note. Equals, I'm just going to put, actually, we just need that square. Same square. That's this week. That's pretty cool, right? We can probably get rid of some of these, but nice rudimentary little hourglass that actually is going to work, right? Because all of this will update as this data updates. As today changes, as the days left go less and the days lived go more, we're now going to have this hourglass. We can see here, that's our entire life. That's the week we have right now. And this will go, wow, that's pretty mental, right? Let's see if we, oh yeah, centering it up is definitely better. So here we see, whew, this is exciting. You know what else we can do is actually we can turn this hourglass with, we actually make it shape. Let's add this border, but let's add the border, this bonish color we had before, right? There. Actually, we don't even need all. We just need the left, the right, the top, and then the bottom one, we need the left and the bottom. So we get this sort of weird hourglass looking figure. And we can keep it as an open-ended thing, or we can, take this. We need bottom and left. And then here we need bottom and right. Oof. And then I think we need to add row below. Yeah, that'll be better. It takes a little bit of intricacy, right? But I think it's going to make it look cool. Top and right. There we go. That's our center that. There we go. That's hourglass. You can see that shape. Whew, that's exciting. Days left, weeks left. Our hourglass, our week just going through there. This is very Memento Mori, day of our death. We can fix this too. I don't like this sort of one on the right here. Maybe we put this on the bottom so we don't see it, or we put it at the top in the center. I don't think we can do that very elegantly. Maybe we add another stat here that we want to look at instead of just days left, weeks left. Maybe we do want to see the day of death with something else. So I figured something out here is we can add a little bit more room once we have deleted this other column, right? We have a little bit more extra room here, and I think we can do a really nice sign here. So instead of having just the Memento Mori as the title of this thing, we can actually put Memento Mori here as a word here, right? Memento there. And actually make it line up like this in the center. Let's choose our font. We might want a different font here, actually. Let's look at this label again. It's interesting, right? Memento Mori. Let's look at that. Great vibes. Not really vibing right now with that. We can do a little bit less. It doesn't look like it's popping off the screen. And maybe that's the point, right? Make it a blood red. We like that. Oof. That's a little like this sort of, this yellow works well. But let's change that font again to this caution. Interesting. Okay, so I made it a little less gaps. The gap's a little less big. But this Memento Mori is not really doing well for me. I want these on separate lines so I can do something different with each of the Memento and the Mori. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to had that merged. I'm going to unmerge it. This 3 should be the same size as this 7. There we go. But we're going to take this. We have 2 lines now. But we're going to do across here. We're going to merge those and then merge this. So we have 2 lines here. Memento and then Mori. But we can do it right now. We're going to do this yellow. Use caution script. We're going to go back to what we had before. But we can use these differently, right? We can say this one, 55. We're going to do it in the center. And this one, we can do 45, a little bit less. Maybe use this 2 different fonts here. Might look interesting. Can even, ooh, that might look cool. This 4 and this 8 are going to be the same. We're going to make this a little bit bigger. Interesting. That looks cool, right? I'm sort of liking that. All caps. Could also do, let's go back. Actually, that looks great. Memento. All out. This is on this side. We're going to, what is this called? Align it to the left a little bit. And actually bring it down just a little bit. Ooh, that looks cool. Make it the same size. Yeah, that looks nice. Here's your day of death. We can put that up to the top. I don't like that this one is the one. Let's do this. Let's merge this. Ah, that looks better. Already, that's it. That's all we needed to do. But this 5 and this 9 should be the same. Can decrease it. There we go. But this memento could actually be up here. And let's move that up. Nice. This Mori is being cut off, right? Do you see that? I think then we can take this bottom one and increase it. There we go. That looks better. I just changed the alignment to the top here, so it gets it off the bottom. That's cool. And now we have our day of death, our days left, our weeks left. We have an hourglass that is this is this week. We can even increase this, I think, a little bit. There we go, in our sort of stable. This is our little week. This is 1 week. And this is the weeks we've lived. This is the weeks we have left to live. Day of death. So now we're not like thinking about age, right? So that's one of the weirdest things for me. So I didn't really like seeing this life expectancy 71.2. I just didn't want to think about that. But I wanted to think about life in a different way. Number of weeks left, number of days left. We're going to see this date move closer and closer. We're going to see this number of days go less and less. We're going to see this hourglass literally get less and less as the weeks go by. Oh my God. This is interesting, right? Hopefully you enjoyed seeing going from just this data. We used a little bit of HTML colors from this sort of bonish. I wanted something with less contrast than just black and white. And we found this really cool image. We took the hex codes and made it here. I like that this brown is around this sort of degrading rot. But this black isn't the blackest black, and this white isn't the whitest white. We did some different kind of dark mode, this contrast, less contrast, and we made a working hourglass of the number of weeks we have left to live. Pretty cool. Thanks for watching. If you're looking to make your Google Sheets just a little bit better, check out this video of Ali Abdal's Google Sheet that I changed just a little bit, make it just a little bit better. Now, if you're looking for conversations about spreadsheets, check out these videos here in this playlist of Sheet Talking video podcast where we just talk about spreadsheets, and it's just fun.